Oh god.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about this. I'm just thinking about this QI thing where this woman's talking about this guy that she knew, and he was like, "Yeah, I got arrested for wrongfully for first-degree murder, and my butthole was doing this."
What?
I don't know, but my cats literally just bust open the door.
Is it
Welcome to this week's episode
of The Last
Refuge.
Welcome to this week's episode of The Last Refuge. I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, DM Jazzy Hands, and with me I have
Zira.
Kid. Bria.
And Flick.
Two of us can keep it together.
All right.
Yeah,
Excuse
no.
you, three. Last week,
Oh, you
the
don't
party
count. Because you're
Last
a
week-
professional.
So are all of you now. We
No.
do this. Last week, the party explored the History Museum in the Southern Islands Arcanium.
Mhm.
Yeah, what you casting?
Invisibility.
On whom?
Myself.
And roll that beautiful bean footage.
A 26.
Oh, this is... Oh, no. This is also one of our patron submitted ones.
Thank God.
This was submitted by Sir Mox the Magnificent. Now, I am going to ask something, and I just need you all to answer it and not ask any questions. Can you please describe to me how you all are standing when Flick casts his invisibility spell?
I pictured in a circle facing each other.
Yeah, me too.
In a circle facing
That
each
is,
other.
I think, the worst thing you possibly
I was gonna say,
said,
I think
but
that's how we
cool.
set up. And then when Flick starts to cast, I grab the other two.
Actually,
and
I will
Sniv.
say, I will
fuck
say that
Sniv.
we. Oh yeah, I will say that we maybe are being smart about this because we know we're gonna have to deal with moon magic, and maybe make like a Z pattern. You know,
Okay.
like,
facing
don't-
like away. Like I want to be facing.
yeah, like away, and we keep
wherever we
6
are.
feet distance, and we're wearing masks.
Yes.
I mean, Vizdira is definitely wearing a mask.
Also, where's
Perfect.
Sniv?
Now, I will... Sniv is with you all. Okay, let me rephrase that question then, because it became more complicated than I thought. Who is closest and who is furthest from Flick? Because, like, even if closest is still 6 feet away, right? Like, someone is
I'm
closest to him.
Closest because Kit and Bizdira. Kit was gonna cast on Bizdira, so I'm closest.
Okay.
But what about Sniv? Are we leaving him
Sniv
like
is
in
in
the
the middle.
plaza, or
Well,
I would
Sniv-
let's
are
leave him in
you
the
casting
plaza.
invisibility?
Sniv is happy
on
to stay in the
himself?
plaza. Sniv also says, "Her, I mean, if we're worried about anyone standing out, I'll stand out the least. I'll just look like a child of one of them strange lizard folk."
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, maybe keep him
Uh,
in the plaza, so if something blows up, he's not gonna.
He's all right. I guess you don't want a child with you. All right. So Flick, you cast this spell. You can feel there's like that odd sensation that you now know to feel for when you go invisible, because unless you're looking at yourself, it's not immediately obvious. But there is a little bit of like a magical feel to everything, and all of a sudden, Flick, you feel yourself go invisible, and then immediately you feel yourself sort of lurch, and your perspective is different.
I know what this one is.
Your perspective is different. It's almost as if you're standing somewhere else.
Oh
Bria,
crap. So I'm.
You
stuck.
also feel this strange displacement, and then you turn and look, and you see yourself standing 6 feet away from you, looking wildly confused. Flick and Bria, you two have switched bodies for the next 2 hours.
Oh my God. This is what dreams are made of. This is not what I thought was gonna happen. This
Wow.
is
I didn't
the
hear any of that.
stupidest
All I
thing
heard
that
was
ever could have happened, and I'm so
Okay, wait,
excited
I
for it.
have so many questions. Number one, number one, am I invisible?
Yes.
I'm crying.
Yes, you are invisible.
Okay.
So you are in there, and Toilet Turtle Bizdira is happily swimming around, and you're thinking about her, and you hear the door open, the door to the bathroom, not the door to the stall.
Thank God I said I was on the floor. So I'm going to very quietly get up off of the floor, and I realize that like they can see me, right? There's space under the stall.
Oh yeah, it's definitely American stalls, not European stalls.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask.
Damn it.
Was hoping that wasn't the case. So I'm going to slowly and carefully get up and stand up, and then pick up Bizdira the turtle out of the toilet.
Okay.
And just
know why, but I
stand
love it.
there and be quiet.
Oh, there's little drops of water falling from Bizdira's little paws.
Her little scrabbling. Yeah. Amazing. Okay. Well.
I did a little older, but I did a lot of Anastasia.
Oh
Did that
yeah,
one
I
too?
did
So
too. A
good.
little older.
I
but
watched
yeah.
that one 2 months ago.
I
Alright.
watched that one for the first time with Taryn about
Wait.
6 years ago.
That's
5 or
amazing.
6
Also,
years
I
ago.
just saw a bit of news. So for those of us who are pedantic assholes like me and have spent years telling people, no, Anastasia is not a Disney movie. It's
It
a
now-
Disney movie now.
it
It's going to
is
be
now.
on Disney Plus.
It is currently on Disney Plus as we speak because didn't Disney buy 20th Century?
I don't know. I was just so
did.
disappointed that my years of pedantry have gone to waste.
Well, it was
She still has
truthful.
to be dubbed an official Disney princess, though, and that has yet to happen. So
Mm.
Well, you know that.
What?
Bless you.
You,
Thank you.
Kit.
You're pointing to
You're
me.
pointing at me.
Oh.
and I'm like, you're
everyone's always
pointing
the
to me.
second. Anyway.
Right.
No, I was just saying you were correct when you corrected those people. You just can no longer correct
That's
people
true.
about
That's true.
Anastasia.
Which honestly is probably for the best. I'm gonna retain a lot more relationships this way. Oh god.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about this. I'm just thinking about this QI thing where this woman's talking about this guy that she knew, and he was like, "Yeah, I got arrested for wrongfully for first-degree murder, and my butthole was doing this."
What?
I don't know, but my cats literally just bust open the door.
Is everything
Welcome to this
alright?
week's episode
Of The Last
Refuge.
Welcome to this week's episode of The Last Refuge. I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, DM Jazzy Hands, and with me I have
Zero.
Kid.
Bria.
And Flick.
Two of us can keep it together.
All right.
Yeah,
excuse
no.
you, 3. Last week
Oh, you
the
don't
party
count. Because you're
Last week-
professional.
So are all of you now. We
No.
do this. Last week, the party explored the History Museum in the Southern Islands Arcanium. Nobody could hear me. Hi, everybody. Only Robert could hear me. Welcome to the season 10 premiere of The Last Refuge. I'm so excited. Here we are. Up above me is story consultant Robert. Hang on, nobody can hear you. Now they can hear you, Robert.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I need to turn you down a little. You're very loud. Got it.
Oh, that's just me naturally.
Uh-huh. We're also going to be joined, I think, pretty shortly by Karin and I think Alex are both going to be here to hang out this week. Taryn may be here later. Her work meeting got moved, and Lydia's having some tech issues, so she won't be joining us this week. But we are here. I have to fix it so that Robert can... There we go.
There we go.
So hi everybody. Tanya, thank you so much for bringing your folks in. I hope stream went well. I assume it was Baldur's Gate 3. Hope it was good. And hi everybody. Let's see, a bunch of folks. Let's see, we got new folks. Hi Cassette Blue and Booma TV. Thanks for the follows, y'all. And Seven and Popcorn, thanks for your resubs. I appreciate you. Welcome in. We're gonna it's season 10. Holy shit, it's the end. It's weird because, and Alex and I were talking about this the other day, but it's weird because Shimmy Got, thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, and that kicked off a hype train too. It's weird. I was talking to Alex about this, and like it's been over for us for like a month and a half. I mean, not we've still been social mediating and I've been editing and whatever, but we finished the story a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
And only now are we, usually it was like we record on a Sunday, I edit it the next Monday, and it's out that Wednesday.
To be fair, though, I've been working a little bit on the side on the next story, so.
A little bit on the side. You were ready to go. And I'm not ready to, well, no, I'm not ready to go. Who was that? Seven. Thank you so much. Ooh, y'all shattered your record for hype trains in here. Thank you all. It's not even my birthday yet. That's tomorrow. But thank you all. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, I'm excited. This first episode's a little funny. Ooh, Karin is getting ready. We're using guest star, which I'm very excited about because I've never used it on the back end on this end. I always just am a guest on Tanya's streams for either for Rivals or for Motherlands. Tonight's episode is going to be a little. Who was that? Panda. Thank you so much for that resub. Thank you. You could use that. 23 months. One more, and you get the ice hand. Thank you. I got to keep an eye on Karin because as soon as I got to do things to put her on screen so she's not sitting in the black void. Okay, here we go. What slot does Karin go in, everybody? She goes in slot 2. Slot guest into slot 2.
Such a process.
All things considered, it's very easy. Are you ready to go live? Okay, here you go. I'm putting you on the screen, and then I'm going to go. Oh, look, that worked pretty well. Hey, I'm proud of myself. Hello.
Hello.
Say hi to Karin, everybody. Karin plays Kit. Is Mike vacuuming in the background?
No, it's very quiet.
Oh, it stopped now. It stopped now. It wasn't you. It must have been Robert.
There's no more.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, everyone.
Yay, so we have a Karin. Hopefully, I think Alex was just coming from a class or something, so we'll have him I guess when we have him. Are you excited? I'm so excited. I've been so excited all day. I haven't been able to do anything. That's not true.
I'm very excited.
Yeah. I spent all day doing captions for next week's episode, so it's fine. It's fine.
It's one way to celebrate.
Totally. Absolutely. I was just saying that Alex and I were talking a little while ago that we finished this a month and a half ago, but we're only just now putting it out. How's that?
So strange. Yeah, I can't believe we all know what's going to happen, and it's only starting now. And I will say, it's been very hard keeping it from Mike.
And Sam. Yeah. When I was editing the videos, I kept having to be like, hey, babe, come in here and listen to 3.5 seconds of this to tell me if the audio balance is okay with the background music, and then don't process any of the words that are said.
Yes, I'm sure he did great, and he has no idea about any of the things.
None whatsoever. None whatsoever. I'm absolutely sure. I need Alex to get here so that I can tell him to do things like retweet my Go Live tweet from TLR, because I'm not doing it. I'm just not. I can change this so that what you are seeing in... There we go. That's a little better for you, I think. We got 15 minutes till go time. What do we want to talk about? Okay, so you two have gotten to see this episode recently because I sent it to you all for like QC checks and stuff. Without big spoilers, so just like teasing things, what are you excited for people to see from today's episode? Words are hard tonight. Sorry. I usually stream at 2 p.m.
There's some great callbacks, which I always enjoy a good callback. I always try to do those in anything that I do. There's at least
Of course
two
there
I can
are.
think of offhand. Oh, okay, great. I thought I was just making it up for a second.
No.
But-
Keep talking. I'm going to do my eyeliner while you talk.
Yeah, sure. Near the middle of the episode and the end of the episode, there's a running joke that I think is pure perfection. So I'm really excited to see if that becomes something we can call back to in the future.
Yeah, I will say that was, I think I know what you're talking about, and it was very well executed by y'all players.
Yeah.
All right, Karin, what about you?
Yes, I think that there are some specific callbacks. There's one specific callback, not to toot my own horn, but I think that I make a very good callback at one point. So I'm excited about that.
I love it so much. And getting to watch these is so interesting for me because I was usually focused on either whoever was speaking in the moment or on the video monitor where Taryn was. So getting to see the whole room of you and watch you all react to things that you reacted to in front of my eyes, but which I did not see, is great. And that moment is one of them, watching everyone gang up on you and say that you were mad about it.
But it's so good. I'm excited about it.
It's a good callback. I mean, it's objectively wrong, but it's a funny callback.
Oh!
No, I'm kidding.
We'll see what the chat has to say about
Yeah, that's
it.
right. That's right. Oh, y'all, thank you so much for that hype train. Holy shit. I don't think we've ever gotten to level. Well, we did a long time ago, but that was a good one. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks, everybody. Popcorn Lizard. Oh my God, I didn't even see you come in. Hey, thanks so much for those bits and for your patronage. I appreciate you. Also, hey, Mandy, welcome in. All right, let me make sure that Alex is not, he hates it when I do that. That Alex is not waiting in the waiting room, but he is not. I did, Tanya, I did. I don't know what to say. He's Ooh. We got 12 minutes. What? No, you can't leave. My mods are ganging up on me. It's cyberbullying.
We could do a predictions on what folks think is going to happen this season.
What? Oh, this season. Okay, that's sort of interesting. It's kind of broad, though, isn't it?
Well, I guess the only real prediction that anyone could make at this point is TPK or no. So
well, that's true. We could actually, that's interesting. We could have a pool going. We could have like a fantasy football league of like who drops to 0 at some point, how many times, does anyone ever not get revived? That might be, although we probably should have started organizing that a while ago.
Yeah. Also feels very masculine and not necessarily.
Well, all right, it's fantasy Dungeons and Dragons league play. I don't know
Listen, I've been part of a bachelor fantasy pool.
See?
So I think that it doesn't have to be masculine.
Oh, we've talked about this, right? I've told you that I need to introduce you to Shelly Mazanoble because she wants to. Yeah, okay.
I think both Alex and I were both.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that now. I hope Alex is okay. He was so excited to be here. And I thought I had scheduled this in such a way that, maybe he's going to show up right as the episode starts. Are we
speaking during the episode? No, right?
No, I want these poor people to be able to watch the episode.
You mean we're not going to do like a director's cut comedy
Yeah,
while
exactly.
it's happening for the very first time?
Listen, I thought you're saying it like it's completely ridiculous, which of course it is, but like I thought about it. I did. I was like, maybe we Mystery Science Theater this. But no, we should just let them watch the episode. Although that said, this is probably the episode to do it on if we were going to do it, since it's like less canon storytelling and more like scene setting for the season. Director's cut commentary will this second airing. Oh yeah, sorry, y'all got to come back, I guess, tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Hey Robo, welcome in. And Brian, where's the second audio track button? Yeah, right. If only. I guess we could. Oh no, that would be backwards. I was gonna say we could do it like when you use music that you can't play on YouTube, and so you have it on a track that gets cut out of the VOD. But we sort of need to do it the other way around. Anyway, I mean you are, but from like 8 weeks in the past. Yeah, well, that's true.
It's a fair point.
That's true. There was something else I wanted to ask about tonight, and I don't remember what it was.
this episode also doesn't quite get to the tears level, right? As far as I remember, it's been 2 days. since I
Well,
watched
Alex cries at one point, but like,
Got it.
spoiler alert: Alex cries in this episode. It's fine.
That's like every episode.
Well, I mean, we will find that as we go forward. Yes. No, this one is that's not a spoiler. Brian knows. This one I will say actually, because I know there are folks here who have not listened to any of the podcast, or I'm pretty sure have not listened to any of the podcasts. Shut up, Robert. And I will say actually that, like, all things considered, this episode is an okay in because it is a lot of like setting. Scene setting?
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
Setting establishment. How's that? Setting establishment. So, like, I think it'll be pretty good to at least get brand new folks in a place where, like, the rest of the season will make some sense. Obviously not the, like, Easter egg callbacks, but, you know. Listen, Virgil! I love it. 8 minutes. What else? It's my birthday tomorrow.
Woo!
Birthday!
I'm so excited.
Most of us will be back tomorrow then, so on your stream.
I'll be around. What's up?
I'm going to tell a story about your birthday, which is that as a tradition, my boyfriend and I always get
I can go get them.
a really fun singing card of some sort. And let me just tell you, the one we have for this year is so excellent.
Oh, I'm so excited.
to give it to you.
I'm so excited. We always put them on the fridge too, and I just took down I don't know if it was mine or Sam's from last birthday, but it was the homemade one because you all couldn't find one you liked. Yeah, it was very funny.
That was for Sam's.
Okay,
birthday.
yeah. I love it. But yeah, they're really good. They sing. They have cats in astronaut costumes sometimes.
Yeah.
I cannot complain.
I may or may not still have the cat and astronaut space song memorized.
Yes. Maybe after the episode, I'll go get the card during the episode, and then when we come back to chat afterwards, you and the card can sing.
Beautiful. So excited.
I'm sure you are.
With bated breath.
What's up, Rubik's Sage? Greetings from the X-Geekery group. Oh, I love it. Hi. Oh, that's right. You're with all of them right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out actually in like 6 minutes.
That's fine. That's fine. What's up, Rubik's Sage? I will give Robert back to you. Robert is running a game of D&D tonight with said group, and so once we start the episode, we'll be popping off. But hey, what's up? I'm glad you popped in. Sam, you have to help me do a yeah. So Robert has been around for some of. Were you around yesterday for any of Tunic, Robert?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. It was. I don't know how much of it you were there for, but it was so much better.
Yeah.
Karin, I've been playing this great game called Tunic. It's very cute. Do you know it?
I was recommended it by a friend. I have not yet purchased it, but I did see that you were playing it.
Okay, well, heads up, it's really fucking hard.
Okay,
it's very cute, but the comparisons and things that I was told about it was that, like, the animation is cute, you get to play a fox, and it's kind of like Legend of Zelda games, but you learn how to play as you play, right? You learn, right? It doesn't tell you anything. You just have to figure it out, right? What I was not told is the other comparison that could fairly easily be made is a Souls game like Elden Ring. Because there is so much, especially in the early game, before you learn how to level up your character. There's a lot of like dying repeatedly to the same enemies. It's totally cute, Souls. Yes.
Are like, it's amazingly adorable. The graphics are beautiful. The like narrative is great, but hard.
Yeah, so hard.
Difficult.
So hard. I will say it was a total game changer once I finally. So one of the mechanics to learn how to play the game, right, is that you find pages of like this video game's instruction manual, like one of those old like N64 like player guide books. You find the pages for Tunic's player guide around the world. And when I finally got the page that told you how to level up, it was like playing a completely different game. I was suddenly like, oh, that's why I was dying so much. But it's great. It's very cute. It's very clever. And once you hit that learning curve, once you get over that curve's hump, it's still difficult, but it's very cute. It's really interesting the way that they manage storytelling. It's good. It's fun.
Nice. Well, maybe I'll try it, but also now I'm afraid because I am not very good at video games.
All you have to do is watch my first stream, because that's at the end, towards the end of the first stream, I get over the hump, and then it's all downhill from there. So you'll see the hardest part of the game.
And frustration slowly building.
Yeah, there's a lot of me screaming by the end of the stream. Yeah, good times. That first one was a trip. Thanks, Reese.
We're going to have a very relaxing KDM session very soon.
Oh my God. Yeah. So the three of us have been playing Kingdom Death Monster. It's been a while since we had a session. But yeah, that's coming up.
Nice, refreshing, easy game where we all survive all the time.
All the time.
We definitely remember all the rules from session to session.
We definitely do not relearn the game every time we play. I love it.
Oh boy.
I love it. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I don't want to. Hey, Jordan, welcome in. I want to keep this on schedule. So if Alex doesn't make it here before we start the episode, that's okay. I will say one thing that I discovered. Here's some behind the scenes talk for the chat, but really I'm just talking to Karin and Robert right now. So I did figure out that I screwed up one thing, which was that the audio for the episode is the same as y'all's audio output on my computer. So while the episode's running, I have to mute you all, so the three of us won't be able to talk to each other. Sorry. We can type and chat and stuff, but like, and I think I know how to fix that. I just didn't have to, by the time I realized it, I did not have time to fix it before we went live, but I think I should be able to fix it for next week. Maybe.
No
not actually sure that that's true, but I'm going to experiment with it before next week.
Cool.
Oh shit, that reminds me, I should probably queue up the video, huh?
Yeah.
Would be
Exciting.
helpful. I know, I'm so excited. Oh, I need to go into this button. So for those of you who are patrons, an email will be going out like almost immediately following today's stream, depending on what time we actually come down, that will give you all the podcast audio downloadable on Patreon like we always do early for you all, and then a link to the YouTube video. The YouTube video is going to go live for everyone a little bit later tonight because reasons. But the podcast audio then for non-patrons will drop tomorrow morning, so you all be able to listen all over again, because I'm sure that's the first thing you're going to want to run and do. No, don't start playing. Don't want to miss that beautiful intro music. Okay.
It's just like the Lord of the Rings on New Year's Eve. Like it has to be perfectly.
It has to be
played.
exactly right. No, not at all. Not at all. But I don't want to keep you from your group. And also, I promise folks that the episode will be done by about 8:15. So I do want to try and stay relatively on schedule. We got less than 1 minute. I'm not going to do a countdown because I don't have a clock with seconds. You two are about to lose me in guest star. I tend to listen to episodes multiple times. Well, fantastic, Math Show. Well, there you go. It's like Lord of the Rings extended cut in that watching it will take us 12 hours. No, I hope not. Okay, it's 7:30. Are you all ready for this episode? Let's do it!
Woo! Yeah!
Yay!
Welcome to Season 10 of The Last Refuge. I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, DM Jazzy Hands, and with me, I have...
Zdira.
Hit.
Bria.
And Flick. So you can see we're all together in studio. We're here. We're in person. Taryn only lives 6.6 miles from where we are right now, but LA traffic is so bad that she just couldn't make it, so she'll be joining us virtually for this season. But here we are. We made it. Wait, I wrote a thing. Here we go. For the last 5.5 years, 3 years in game, our adventurers have lived and laughed, loved and lost, fought and struggled to make a place for themselves in the last refuge. And after all they've accomplished, after 14 grueling months of planning, B-Day. I'll say it again.
No.
B-Day.
Embrace B-Day.
Has finally arrived.
I refuse.
Yeah, no, I'm with Tara on that.
What will happen? Has all the planning and training and preparing been enough? Or is this calamity, which has ended civilization time and time again over the millennia, just too much? Let's find out. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
So we're not going to have I'm very sorry to tell you, we're not going to have full banter at the top of every episode.
How dare you.
I know.
Rude.
We have a lot to do and a little time to do it. But this first episode is a little more time, so we can chat a little bit. How are we feeling? How many times have we all cried so far?
My tummy's nervous.
I think we all have nervous tummies and nervous bladders.
Yeah. Do we have a media rec to like settle us?
Oh. Do we?
No, we don't.
No,
Sorry.
I don't think so.
There are no media recs.
I feel like I had one like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you and I were talking about the book I'm reading last night. I'm reading A Discovery of Witches.
There you go. Go check it out. That is our media rec. for
I'm
all
not
this week.
obsessed,
It's a
but
good one.
I'm enjoying.
There
Yeah.
you go. A lukewarm media rec to really start the season
I mean,
off right.
that feels. I was gonna say.
Final media wreck.
Final media rec. It's so-so. It's all right. It's all right.
I mean, it's fine.
It's
Right?
fine. It's a solid, like, trashy fantasy read.
Great. We love that.
Yeah.
What else should we say? We're all here in Los Angeles. We are all in Los Angeles. We're here at an amazing studio, the Podcast Place, and we are so grateful to the folks here at Podcast Place. Shout out to Solomon for giving us this space, for
Beautiful.
producing for us. This is a dream come true for us for our last 10 episodes. So huge thank you to them. We'll have in all of the episode notes and at the end of the episode, we'll have links so that you all, particularly if you're in the LA area, can check them out for your podcasting needs, because it's a good spot. It's a good spot.
Top
I'm
notch.
happy with it. Yeah. What else? We've got 10 episodes for you this season, probably. I mean, we'll see how things go. If they all die this episode, then we got one episode for you. It's fine. But we'll have about 10 episodes. We're going to be screening these live premieres on every Wednesday. And then we'll be dropping podcast audio as usual, and then YouTube videos on Thursdays for this season. So that's the plan. You can come hang out with us when we premiere the videos live on my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/DMJazzyhands. The cast will be filtering in and out. Robert will be filtering in and out. So we'll be there in chat to hang out with you. But that's the plan for the season.
Oh, yeah. I think we should mention that Robert Hupp is here with
Oh,
us
yeah.
as well.
Story consultant. He's off camera because he's shaking his head. He's like, I will not come on camera. You will see Robert in our very last episode of the season. So look forward to that. But he's just over there. Wave at Robert, everybody.
Hi, Robert.
Perfect. That was Robert's hand. Perfect. I love it. What else? Oh, the first episode is going to be a little funny. We are not going to be seeing these lovely. I know they introduce themselves as their characters, but actually in the first episode, as we'll see, these four are not going to be playing Bria Bizdira Kitten Flick. But we'll actually should we go ahead?
Should we dive in?
Should we do it?
Is this it?
Oh my goodness.
Big splash.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you have that sound effect ready? You
No.
should have.
You should have had a dive.
Let's. I don't want to say dive.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, there it is. It took us 5.5 years.
Let's
to find
go.
Let's
a
go.
two-letter word.
It's true.
Or cue music. We haven't done a cue music in a while.
No, we're not doing a cue music because I don't know. No cue. Let's go.
Fine.
Let's go. Here we go. Today is the day of the summer solstice. Here is the news. Ooh. Sometime last night, the elements that have been plaguing the land stilled. The magma vents in the west went quiet and stopped spewing fire. The storms in the south ceased. The earthquakes in the east calmed, and the floods in the north receded. As the morning hours crept by, this station began to hear from listeners claiming the stories were wrong. that today wouldn't be a momentous day in our history. But it wasn't to be. As noon approached, we received reports of the moon being visible in the sky. Now, our meteorological experts were able to determine that both the sun and the moon would reach the highest point in the sky at the same time, causing what they termed an eclipse. This eclipse happened exactly as they said, blotting out the sun's light for what felt like hours on what is usually the longest day of the year. In the darkness, lights appeared, one on each of the outer islands, red from the west, blue from the north, green from the east, and yellow in the south. These beacons shot straight up into the sky, some reports say for several miles, before inexplicably turning sharply and heading directly for the heart of the world. Currently, 4 beams of light connect each of the outer island's arcane nodes to the heart. In the moments after the beacons appeared, this station began hearing from spellcasters around the world that ambient magic had become visible, tangible. Reports are spotty, but from what we can tell, it is now possible to see the threads of magic arcing through the air and to grab them and manipulate them as spells are cast to modify their effects. We're used to magic being a bit eccentric on the full moon, but what exactly this means for magic and how long it will last is yet to be determined. Here now, we go to the local reports. First, we go to the Western Island, where a group of Yuan-Ti have just left the city of Silfsin in an effort to reach the Arcanium and join the war effort. Let's take a look. So the 4 of you are some Yuan-Ti soldiers heading out from Silfsin. A few of your people have begun to trickle out over the last few days, heading for the Arcanium on the Western Island, realizing as the day gets closer that things are bad, and sitting this one out probably is not an option for them. You 4 have finally decided that you want to join them, and you've gone out. It is hot. It is smoky. The fires across the island are as controlled as the Guardians and the Kobolds and the Orcs have been able to keep them, but things are getting bad. So as you run across the land, you see chunks of the forest on fire. You dodge open magma vents and steam vents throughout the land. What are the 4 of you thinking as you make this mad dash to the Arcanium?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Don't you all love our new ruler, Bria?
No,
Is it?
no. You full nightmare, no.
Okay, I'll try again. I'm gonna open up one of my 18 bags of holding on my back and pull out 22 magic items from each.
No, somebody else.
You did this, TM Jazzy.
No,
You
I
did
didn't.
this.
What did I do? No,
You allowed her.
False.
Wait.
Somebody else.
No, I have an idea.
I'm not there.
It's true. It's true.
I have an idea.
Okay, go.
I think there's going to be one Yuan-Ti kind of pulling up the rear.
Okay, sure.
And
Now
he's
wait,
gonna,
let me ask you.
yeah.
With this Yuan-Ti, is it snake head, snake arms, or snake body?
Snakehead.
Yeah, okay.
And it's a little bit runtier than the others. And it's just going to be trying to like
Cute.
keep you up and be like, guys, why are we doing this again?
A snake-bodied who's actually
Okay.
leading, I think, the 4 of them
Sure,
through
sure.
and sort of and scouting and making
Mhm.
sure that we don't run into any humongous fires. We'll turn around and say, "Well, it seems that those trespassers maybe had something true about their story, and we must head to the center of the island."
But didn't they kill our leader?
He'll turn around and say, "Speak nothing of that day."
Okay. And you just see him like do a little lock thing in front of his lips.
And then, but then his tongue
But
comes
then,
out.
yeah, the tongue comes out and he's just like
Yeah, perfect.
forks
Perfect.
at him.
Now, if I call on you, Bria, Taryn, are you going to behave? No, of course you're not. so much silence. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, I definitely want to just be arms.
Yeah, I mean, I assumed that you would be snake arms.
Arms.
And I think that this one is maybe really young, like really maybe like little, like a toddler. Can I be a toddler?
No, you cannot be a toddler.
No.
I'm going to tell you right now, no, you cannot be a toddler. For
Okay.
reasons that will become clear in about 4 minutes.
Okay, fine. I'm the young. I'm like
You are barely out of adolescence. You have just hit adulthood.
perfect.
Great.
So I'm trying to be super cool.
Yeah.
And because we love magic items so much here, I think I don't have any. My family didn't have any when everything happened. So I've like painted stuff.
I love that.
That look like magic items, like lots of glitter or whatever.
Absolutely.
And whatever Flick's character's name is, I just repeat everything that they say because I think that they're, so it's very like, yes, we should not say anything about that day. It was not good. That was not a good day. We should not say anything about that day. And I maybe stand a little too close to them as well.
Yeah, that's what I think he'll turn around and say, very good one. Young one, yes, thank you. Yes.
Oh,
And
my
let's
name
proceed.
is 1-1.
1-1.
Sure.
Very good 1-1.
Sure.
Well, I think that the final Yuan-Ti, I think,
Yeah.
is also snake arms, and I think is a little bit of a contrarian, and I think kind of course looks at I guess Flick's character, Alex's character, and says, "Well, I don't know. I kind of think maybe things got a little bit better after they came. Like we weren't being mind manipulated all the time, and then they came, and now the world is falling apart. So I guess that they were telling the truth, and now it's a good thing that we're all going to the center of the island to help."
I love you. That's exactly what that reminded me of.
Stop it.
I just want to say,
Stop it.
if I had known that you all could do these voices 5 years ago, this would have been a very different show.
Well, you give us different characters and
Yeah, it's true. And it comes
slip in.
I love that. I love that.
The one that's questioning everything was like, having your own thoughts is really overrated, I think.
Okay, with that, I don't think we need to dig any deeper there.
Yeah, the leader just drops his head in defeat.
Yeah. As you drop your head, you look around and you see you've made it to about the halfway point to the Arcanium, and the marker that represents this halfway mark where you all have decided you can take a brief break is the Well of the Ancients. It's a small stone structure that your people have known has been around, since long before your history began. You gonna be okay over there, Alex?
I didn't think I was going to cry so early.
It's about to get worse. So you're there with this ancient stone structure that your people know to revere and to be very careful of since before their history began. And so you can take a brief break there. But as soon as you set up your little camp, as soon as you begin to make yourselves ready to take a short rest, I guess, the ground begins to shake. And you begin to feel it's hot. It's getting hotter. And the stones of the well begin to glow red. What do you do?
I think...
Consecrate the well.
Who knows a consecration ritual?
He's far, far away.
Yeah, truly. I think I'm gonna. Well, we're resting. I assume we're like laying about. I think
Yeah, I
get
think so.
everyone up very quickly and go to the edge of the clearing. Get everybody away from the well.
Away from the well, yeah, absolutely. So as you sort of move everyone out to the sides, the ground beneath your feet begins to rise up. And eventually you find yourselves on the side, very close to the peak of this enormous volcano that begins to erupt from the well. And you can run, but the speed of the magma sliding down this newly formed volcano is too fast. And it catches the four of you. And hopefully, one day, someone will find those remains and remember that up until the very end, the people of Silfson realized that participating in this war was worth their lives because it's the end of the world.
Damn you.
That's-
It we were just laughing and having
We just
fun
created
and
these
all that.
characters and we just got so
You
attached to them.
stole
And
them
there are
from us.
these tears in our eyes. How dare you do this to us?
I'm very sorry, folks, but it seems we've lost contact with the Western Island. Our hearts go out to all of those in the blast radius of that volcano. Let's go now to the Southern Island, where we're receiving reports of enormous twisters decimating population centers across the island. Let's take a look. We come to the outskirts of the central city on the central island, and we find an evacuation in progress. And we see 4 individuals leading the evacuation, trying their best to keep the crowds as orderly as possible as they run from the city gates, trying to escape the devastation behind them. In the center of the city, we can see an enormous swirling storm growing, and there are 2 or 3 gigantic tornadoes zipping about the cities, picking up buildings and tossing them far further than any normal tornado should be able to. Now, the 4 evacuation agents that we see here are a barista from Fantasy Sbucks, where the glorp was poured that Bizdira ultimately drank. We see a ticket taker from the Arcania Museum. We see that elf who was looking through the viewfinders on the roof of the Arcania Museum when you all first spotted the sky aboleths from there. And we see the gate guard who welcomed you all in Esperanto that first time that you arrived here in the city of the Southern Island. So you all decide who of you is whom, but there are crowds, frightened, terrified crowds running, and it is your job to keep things as orderly as possible.
If I remember correctly, Alex did practice some Esperanto.
Oh, practice is a strong word.
Chubibon Fartas? Was that good? Anybody got Google Translate up?
Perfect.
Were we all right?
Wait.
Oh,
I have
oh, you do. Okay, I'm ready.
Estas Trodan Vento. Goody, goody.
So sorry, that was wild. What did you say?
Do you want to read
You
it?
said it's too damn windy. Run! That's very good. That's very good. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the people are certainly running, but you realize right now that the crowd has begun to sort of bottleneck at the gate door, at the gate in the wall around the city. And the problem is that as the crowd presses up against them, some people are actually being pushed to the sides and crushed against the walls. What do you do?
Oh,
Who are you, first of all?
well, I've got
Which
to
one
be
are you?
the one who greeted us.
Okay,
I think that's
great. And which one
appropriate.
were you?
I'm going to be the barista.
Of course you are. It's all her fault.
I guess I'm the elf. I've got a telescope. I'm looking out, and I alert
Very
the
good.
others. I say, "Oh no, people are being crushed! Somebody do something!
Wait
Not
a minute.
me!"
I didn't realize that the newscaster was here.
Listen, I'm very easily influenced, so
Sure, fair enough. Fair enough.
But in Esperanto.
yes, everything is definitely said in Esperanto,
Oh,
and I
for
for
sure.
sure learned how to speak Esperanto before right now.
Right now. Okay, yeah, so you're calling out and seeing that it's all there.
So the gate is open or closed?
The gate is open, so the
Okay.
people who are able to get through the gate can, but the crowd is so big that it's sort of smushed out, and there are some people just to the sides of the gate.
I
that are
mean,
being-
panic mode. I think
Good.
We're going to start
The
lifting
evacuation
people
leaders in
up
panic mode.
over. I know. We're going to start pushing people up over the wall. I think start making their way up.
Oh, so
Or
helping
can we
them.
break it? Can we break
Can
it?
we start breaking down where the gate is?
I want to remind you all that currently you have commoner stat blocks, so you can try.
What does that make our strength modifier?
+0, which is, to be fair, better than some of your actual characters.
Better than
The barista thinking the only thing that they can do is try to distract people. Is gonna start
Sure.
is gonna start screaming out, Senpaga Glorp! Senpaga Glorp!
I love that Lydia continues to translate, and I'm here for it. You can have an inspiration if you don't have it already. What did you say?
I said free Glorp.
free
That's gonna
glory?
that's gonna
Wait.
make this worse.
Wait a
Well,
second.
no, it's gonna be because what she's trying to do is trying to be it's like free coffee. Come
Speaking
come
of.
this way and get some free coffee to try to
Oh.
get people out of that
so to
way.
be very clear, it is the end of the world. You are evacuating a very dangerous situation, and the way that you're going to get the people to do what you want is by offering them free coffee.
Everybody loves free stuff.
That's true.
If it's
You know,
for
I
free,
can't
Everybody
argue with that.
fucking loves
I really
free stuff.
can't argue with that. I really
Listen,
cannot.
Can I? In the meta right now,
Mhm.
it is Black Friday, and we know people are getting trampled today shopping. So
Okay,
people
we got
love some
real and
free
dark.
stuff.
You
All right,
stop talking and roll me a charisma check. Just roll a d20 as a +0. Were you going to say something, Bria or Taryn? Whatever.
I'm the ticket checker. Is that correct?
I
Believe
believe
so.
that is true. Yes.
Okay, so then I'm probably pretty good at keeping people organized.
Sure.
And in line.
Okay.
And I'm extra connected to the Allglorp, so I'm gonna try to connect to
she's
the
decided just
Allglorp.
now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to connect to the Allglorp to see if I can get everyone to be more orderly. Is that a thing I can do?
Yeah, I think it is because again, we know
Mhm.
most, if not all, of these people are glorp entities. So,
Yeah.
what did you get?
I rolled an 18.
Incredible. Okay,
Nice.
so the free stuff distracts them long enough that Bria, I will give you advantage on a wisdom check, again +0, to connect with the Allglorp hive mind here to get these folks a little more orderly. Oh boy.
I rolled a 7 and a 1.
Oh
Wow.
So
Allglorp is busy.
So, well, no, it's worse than that. So,
no.
tell me, Bria, what emotions is your like? You're trying to be very calm, but like, what's bubbling up?
Maybe I'm one of the people that's being smashed.
Oh, good,
Um,
yes,
And so trying to stay calm and trying to keep people calm.
yeah,
But it's just not happening because I'm having trouble.
yes, absolutely. And so, in that moment, what you do manage to pass to the whole group is this sort of paralyzing terror all of a sudden. And so there is this moment of quiet. And then there is a sound, this whistling wind, but there's something heavier in it. And the group as a whole, connected as they are in that moment, turns and sees that one of the tornadoes has begun to approach, and carrying inside of it is the apartment building that Hush lived in. The top several floors of the building have been snapped off, and you can see it spiraling around the exterior of the tornado, and it is coming straight for the wall. What do you do?
Gertie.
Gertie. We know that means run now.
Run.
I think this glorp person is going to discorporate and just go into a puddle.
Nice.
Give up.
Okay, so just give up.
Give up.
Which one were you?
The
The guard. Oh
yeah.
my god, the gate guard. The one who is literally
It's
trained
literally
for
said,
this.
"Hello," like welcomed us to the city. Yeah, just
Done.
Okay, I feel like that causes a bit more panic.
Probably.
Because the one in charge is just giving up. Anybody else?
I throw away my telescope and start running.
Climbing over.
Cli-
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I am climbing. I'm climbing over other people.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
For sure.
Yeah.
Anything else? Just get out.
Running,
Yeah.
Cody,
Yeah.
Cody.
yelling, Gertie, as I'm
So
running,
mad.
trying to dive over off everybody else.
Yeah.
You know,
Let me have you all roll d20s. I would tell you what the check is, but it doesn't matter. It's +0. Bizdeer.
5.
God, Flick.
That's a 9.
Kit.
6.
Jeez and Pete, y'all. Bria.
I crit.
So, okay.
In a twist of events.
So the Arcanium ticket taker just like remembers a time that there was a new exhibit and there was a run on the museum, and just climbs. You climb up this wall, this enormous wall. You throw yourself over the other side and run for the forest. You are the only one left when you turn and look, and the apartment building has crushed the wall and the gate and everyone who wasn't several yards away from the gate in any direction. Another grisly scene, listeners. We do apologize. Unfortunately, it seems now we have also lost contact with the southern island. A dark day indeed. Let's head to the north, where things seem to be somewhat less dire. So we head to the northern island, and we see a frozen wasteland. It is different than last time. Last time, the northern island froze over because a portal to Cania had been opened. So there was snow, and there was ice, and there were winds. This looks like the entire island was just flooded. and before the floodwaters could recede, it flash froze. It's a little day after before tomorrow yesterday. Was that
Day after tomorrow.
that one? Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, Jake. There is an enormous tidal wave that is taller than the mountains that you all had to cross to get to the center and to the northern Arcanium, that is just frozen, looming over the southeastern side of the island and blocking out any sunlight once the day gets a little further on. We zoom in on the four of you who are seated, or, well, I won't presume to tell you how you are, but the four of you, and you are four ice devils, having the best vacation day you've had since you were brought here to the last Refuge world from Cania. What you doing?
Skiing down the frozen tidal wave.
Yes. Tell me more about your skis. Are they like, what are they made at? Like, are they like just frozen
Ice.
water that you like grabbed, or
Ice on ice.
Water
Oh,
weird.
Yeah.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, it's pieces of the frozen water weird that I've strapped to my feet
That's so dark.
using the
They're devils.
laundry I found in the towns that we decimated.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Listen, get dark, y'all. You're having a good day, but you are lawful evil characters. I love that. I'm looking up right now an Ice Devil's dexterity score, but we roll a d20 and I'll tell you what to add to it as you ski down this tidal wave.
Everybody?
No, right. Well, anybody who's skiing. So right now, just Kit. What'd you get?
An 11.
An 11, and dexterity's +2, so it's a 13. So it's not the greatest, ski surf ever, but like you get down and you're having a good time with it, and yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't love a good ski day? It's not about doing good.
Exactly.
It's about having fun.
Exactly. And
about
I
having
am
fun.
having fun. I've got
Yes.
the wind in my devil hair. It's great.
Mm.
Absolutely.
I think this devil is actually capitalizing on the situation, and I think they have started a snow cone business. So finding different flavors, maybe there's like a grass flavor, maybe there's like a pine flavor, maybe there's whatever he can find underneath.
There's
Blood.
also thank you. There's like a
ice.
flesh flavored, right?
A flesh flavor, yes.
yeah.
A water weird flavor, maybe. I don't know.
which
Who's
is
to say?
Water.
ice, but yeah, exactly. But you don't tell them that, right?
Snow
It's the special
cones.
of the day.
Get your snow
Ooh.
cones over here.
I gotta tell you, Ice Devil, not Flick, you
Uh-huh.
have a line.
A line of
Oh,
devils?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're doing well.
Oh yeah.
The business is
And I will
booming.
say, even some of the lesser devils that are not ice devils, are coming to, they're all shivering, right? Like, it's not a great situation, but they want to try your snow cones.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They're the best. They're the best on the
Absolutely.
island.
What do they cost? How much do they? I mean, you don't have to tell me a number, but a lot, a little. You gouging
We've been
people?
avoiding
Yeah.
money in this
How dare you.
campaign the entire
I just want to know.
time.
I just want to know if you're
now
gouging your people.
Absolutely, I am.
Great, just checking.
It
Who's
does.
that?
We're the only one on the island.
Literally, they have to be gouged.
You're right.
I-
Right? It's ice
It's
devil blood.
actually skin payment.
It's a pound of flesh for,
Yeah.
for 5. It's a deal.
Good. It better be a
It's a
big snow cone.
That's what I'm saying. It's a pound of flesh for 5.
It's reasonable.
Oh, there you go for 5. There you go. Yeah.
Reasonable size.
I know what mine is doing.
Oh, please tell me.
Mine has made a chair out of any. You remember the boar hag
Oh yeah.
pile? He's made a
Yes.
chair, like a lounge chair, out of the bones. And
Oh,
he's-
they're to be very clear. Those boar hags. Do you want the bones that they ate clean, or do you want fleshy fragments?
I mean, some fleshy fragments for the seat.
Oh, sure, to make it
right?
more comfy.
Right,
Sure.
to make it a little cushier.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
ice devils,
Oh
I
my
feel, are kind of spiny and probably need some cushion.
Sure.
So
Horrible.
he's leaned back at the bottom of the ski slope and just holds up a number yeah, that was good. All right.
What number?
I wrote
Oh,
an 8.
You wrote an 8. Okay, great.
I wrote an
thank
8.
viewers, it's an
you.
8.
You got an 8
That's
for
pretty
that.
good.
I love that. I love that.
But that's what he's doing. And he's got a line of snow cones on the side too that he keeps dipping into. Once in a
So
while.
that means that you have how many chunks of flesh out of your body?
I gave you boar hag flesh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
we
that's
do
more
take boar
delicious.
hag.
I took some
Absolutely.
of the cushion out of my chair.
We take boar hag. We take what are the other creatures on this island?
I mean,
Oh, the
That we're on this
raven
island?
folk. They were
Raven
raven
folk.
folk.
oh, yeah. Oh no,
Um,
we see.
No,
No.
Okay, you
No,
can't go there.
no.
We only
No,
take
okay.
boar hag or ice devil.
Right.
Only boar hag or ice devil.
Oh, what
Nothing
about
else.
dragon? Leftover dragon
That's fine.
bits? I feel like that's a lot.
That's
a
actually
great-
Dragon actually gets you
prime.
2 for 1.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
prime
2 for
money
1.
right
All
there.
right, all right. right.
Yes,
this,
it is.
This one has definitely taken like some of the scales and like designed stuff on the side of the chair with the scales.
Oh, sure.
So fancy.
Oh,
Wow.
he takes this
My
chair everywhere.
goodness.
He does not let
So,
Are
anyone
there-
so it's
sit in it.
breakable. Like you have to break it down.
Oh no, he just lugs it.
Oh, he
around.
just lugs it. Okay.
Are
I mean, I
there
guess there's
maybe
ice
wheels
everywhere.
on the bottom of it, or like
Yeah.
little skis to push
That makes
it?
a lot of sense.
Yeah, we do still have one more. Oh, do you want to put
Well,
something in now?
I want to ask
Oh,
if
yeah.
on this beach chair there are also those shiny beetle shells. Did you find some of those?
sure.
Oh, yeah,
I
maybe-
was going to suggest as well.
Maybe they found some and like, you know,
Bejeweled your.
put little horns, like shiny horns on
Yes.
the tops of the chair.
Yes. No. All right. Our fourth devil.
Well, what's interesting is they all kind of took parts of what I was thinking. I was thinking like we were in like a ski home, right? So I have built a little large like igloo
Oh, sure.
where we
You can actually
all
do that with
relax.
magic.
Perfect. So it's very large where we can all relax. There are more chairs there. I am actually drinking like cold ice, so I don't buy that crap. I'm way too good for that.
Wait,
but
Stop, so we have to go back.
Yeah.
You're drinking what?
Cold ice.
Like an icy?
No, I think.
Like I am picturing like because when you're at like a ski chalet, is that what they call them?
Yes.
That you're drinking like hot coffee with maybe some alcohol in it. Whatever. So
So you
I
just
am
went for the
drinking just, like,
opposite.
ice.
I imagine your
Licking
ice
the
devil.
ice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct. Got
I
it.
imagine your ice devil is like the baby Yoda meme where it's like the little mug.
And I built like a little fireplace with ice in it. Like ice comes out of it. So when you come
Oh.
nice and toasty with ice.
Which is wild because there's ice literally everywhere.
I have a question.
Please.
Did your ice devil build a spa in the ski chalet?
Oh, and
Clearly.
if so, tell me more.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Walk-in
think that,
freezer.
you know,
Yeah.
like you have like a hot stone massage. It's like that, except we just put a blanket of ice over you. And the background music is like the sounds of flesh being ripped off of people.
Mm.
Oh,
yeah.
Screaming.
So relaxing.
Calming.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and a drip of blood into like the oxygen bar thing. You can get like a drip of like fresh blood. You know.
This is horrifying.
Yeah.
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 I just want to say that my ice devil does have an appointment at the spa after
good.
skiing.
What services
Perfect.
did you reserve?
Absolutely a massage. You know, those
Yeah.
muscles, they're going to be tight after a long day of
Yeah.
skiing
Yeah.
Yeah.
down the frozen
Yeah.
tidal wave.
Now, to be
And
clear,
we've
is this
been
massa-
friends
oh,
for
go ahead.
years, so
Yeah.
you have discounted
Yeah.
service. Like you slide in, you slide straight in. I help you take your skis off, bring you in, get you the VIP treatment.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
so luxurious.
So luxurious.
Nothing better for sore muscles than some nice ice bath.
Inflammation, good for.
Yeah, it's good for the inflammation.
All right, well, hey, Ice Devil's on vacation. I've never had such fun in a frozen wasteland where flesh is currency.
You know?
God.
You
That's
all
just
did.
the type
That
of-
is
I know.
all you. Do not blame me.
I know. That's what makes me more sad.
All right.
We're fulfilling our roles, okay?
Well, that's
we're doing
true.
our jobs.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
Anything else to add about your Ice Devils on vacation?
Get your snow cones here.
Oh my god. Well, I'm sure it couldn't have happened.
That was a 2. You suck.
Well, I'm sure it couldn't have happened to a nicer group of devils. Finally, listeners, we look in on the eastern island where earthquakes are making rescue efforts difficult. Let's have a look. We go to the east, and we see devastation across the surface, but then we go under. And we see the world below. We see the city, the 3-tiered city, in ruins. The levels have collapsed in places. Town Square in the central area where you all made your arguments to the people of the world below has completely collapsed. There are a couple of the magical elevators to the surface still functioning, one on either end of the city. And that's where we zoom in and where we find 4 citizens of the world below trying to get people on an elevator, get them up, bring it back down as quickly as possible to evacuate as many as they can. The surface isn't much safer, but at least there isn't a danger of the ceiling collapsing in on you when you're on the surface. We see the merchant that sold Flick his broom. We see the cafe owner where Liara and Bria had lunch, I think it was. We see one of the city council people who was there at the trial, and we see one of Stu's miners. And the four of them are trying their best, just as they were in the south, to keep things orderly and get folks on that elevator. What are you doing?
I imagine this shop owner. I mean, it's a magic shop, right? It's like not mundane magical items, but,
No, but I mean,
certainly
it's
common,
common and
uncommon.
uncommon. Yeah, exactly.
And I imagine he's an artificer on the side. It's kind of like
Sure.
a side hustle for him.
Sure.
And so he's actually messing with the elevator, making sure that it stays functional. I think he's
love
making
that.
sure that it remains active for people to go up and down.
Yeah, I love
And
that.
try and evacuate.
Yes.
What?
Yes, Bria
Taryn?
Taryn.
I just assume that I'm the cafe person since.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
So I'm gonna stand in the center
Swear to
shouting,
God, if
"Free coffee!"
Right.
Free coffee!
Everything has to go, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's
you know.
fire sale or earth sale. All right,
Earthquake sale, you know?
roll me a d20. It's a charisma check plus 0. We'll see how you do compared to the one in the south.
That's a 17.
Oh, and it was an 18 in the south. So weirdly, free shit works, y'all. Even in the worst time of times,
How
free
often
shit
do
works.
people take home
I
free
mean-
swag that they don't actually want?
At the end of the world?
You never know.
I mean,
Something,
all
a
the
piece
time.
of home.
I mean, all the time.
all
Yeah,
the
fair
time.
enough.
All the time.
Fair enough, I guess. Hi, mama.
If it's faux free, it's faux me.
is what the brew merchant says before turning back around to fix the elevator.
I can't breathe.
Y'all, this is a dark episode, and we are
That's
making
why
quite
we
light.
have to laugh. I mean,
Truly.
You have to laugh to keep from crying.
that's the
right.
one.
We've already cried once today.
Once. Go on, Karin.
So I imagine that the city council person is kind of standing near the elevator
Sure.
and like sort of trying to direct traffic, but also being like, but only if you want to. Make your own decisions, everybody. You can
Yes.
stay down here and
Perfect.
perish, or if you would like, you can form an orderly line to the elevator, which will lead you up. But there's no pressure. No pressure, everyone. Everyone do whatever makes you happy. I am not mandating anything.
This is therapy for Karin. This is therapy for Karin. What the trials put her through.
If it helps you process any of this, take inspiration from that. That was beautiful.
Listen, you know I already have inspiration.
I do. Oh my god, it's perfect. She's so mad. Do you all see how mad she is?
Fuming.
Amazing.
I am laughing. I'm smiling. There is joy. I am
There's
enjoying
anger behind your
it.
eyes. I can see it.
We haven't seen what you're doing. Who are you?
I'm one
you're
of
the miner.
Of
Yeah.
course, I'm the miner.
Yeah.
The miner is definitely, for sure, gonna have a pickaxe and say,
Oh, no. Free shit.
no, you heard the councilwoman. Line up properly, or I'm gonna get you. Someone's gonna get you. It's gonna be me, or it's gonna be the damn earthquakes. So line up properly, all right?
It is fascinating to learn that these miners are very intense.
I think I hear miner. I think dwarf. So I'm playing my dwarf. Listen, you looking up to everybody. Listen, you guys. I know you're all the way up there, but you gotta line up and you gotta be proper about this, because we gotta get out of here and no one's getting hurt.
You don't gotta do anything.
I was about to say,
Please do as you please.
the artificer is so stressed right now. There's a lot of people talking. I'm trying to focus on keeping this functional, and I don't know exactly what I'm doing with this piece of machinery, but I'm trying my best here.
Just make sure it keeps going up and down, okay?
I hear you.
They don't have to do that if they don't want
I
to.
think they get the
We
message.
need to get out
We
of
have
here.
2 cups of
No,
coffee
we
left.
don't.
2 cups of coffee left. Would anyone like some free coffee?
Oh, it's so good. I hate to ruin it.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh god.
Artificer Broom Merchant. The elevator is down, and it's loaded up. And it won't go up. And it looks like the third of the 4 city elevators has finally given up the ghost. And the truth is, there just isn't time to get across the city to get these people to the other elevator. And so as the sounds of collapsing rock and crumbling earth surround you all, there's not left to do but hope that the people that made it up there will remember and rebuild. and that those 4 weirdos who came and argued and changed everything will make it. We apologize for cutting the Eastern Report short, and at such a tense moment as well, but this station has just received news that something is happening in the heart of the world. It seems that the meeting point of the 4 colored beacons of light has begun to rise. Oh, yes, rise. I'm hearing there is a definite increase in topographical elevation. A significant portion of the island has increased in elevation. At the center, we're getting reports that an incredibly bright white light has begun to shine. There is definite seismic activity go on, and it's powerful enough to reach this station. Listeners, I am not sure how much longer we're going to be able to broadcast if this continues, but let me say that from all of us here at the station, it has been a true honor to... And as that roar rings out from the central island, from the heart of the world, heard in every corner of every island, that's where we're going to leave it for this week. Thanks so much for checking out this week's episode of The Last Refuge. Be sure to listen next week as we find out what happens next in the sequence of events at the end of the world. You can reach out to the TLR team by leaving us a podcast review still, or by dropping us a line on Twitter or Instagram at @DND Last Refuge. That's at D, the letter N, D, Last Refuge. And if you've got more than 280 characters to say to us, you can, of course, email us at dndlastrefuge@gmail.com. Remember, you can catch the premieres of every episode this season live on Wednesdays at twitch.tv/DMJazzyHands. We're going to be playing those videos there, and myself and other various company members are going to be joining us in the chat every week to watch along with you. If you can't make the live premieres, of course, the videos will be up on YouTube on Thursdays, as will the podcast audio, which will drop as normal on our feed on Thursdays. As always, I want to thank Robert Hupp, my story consultant for this campaign, and of course, all of you for listening and watching and hanging out with us. I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, DM Jazzy Hands, and with me, I have...
Zira.
Kid.
Bria.
And Flick.
Happy gaming, y'all. Hello, we're back. That was it. That was episode 1. We've been joined by a new guest. Welcome in, Alex. I'm glad that you're here.
I'm glad to be here. Glad I could make it for at least the beginning of the Northern Island, which was my favorite part of this.
Was it? Was that your favorite part? Because that was definitely one of my questions for tonight. Was what was your favorite? What was your favorite island?
That the Northern Island was definitely my favorite. We got to that point and I was like, oh yeah, now we can have a little bit of fun.
Nice. Yay. Thank you all so much for being here and hanging out. We're going to hang out for a few minutes. If y'all have questions about the episode, obviously we're not going to spoil anything from future episodes, but if you have questions, just type question in all caps before your question in chat so I don't miss it. Although not too much danger of that tonight. Thanks, Prax. But yeah, we did it. That's episode 1. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Wait, did we ask Karin what her favorite part
No,
was?
that's what I was just about to do. The chat started popping off, but yeah, Karin, what was your favorite island? I think I guessed.
Obviously, the Eastern Island.
You don't have to. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. And do you know what I realized tonight? Because I know we talked about this a little bit before the episode, but I know there are folks in chat that like haven't listened to any of the show or are not
completely caught up. There's a couple out there that I know are not fully caught up, but do listen. And like, that shit's funny even if you don't know the context of what happened to you in the Eastern Island in season 6, I think. So I'm excited about that.
Thank you.
Yes.
I too think I am very funny.
I love it. What else? Are we? I don't know. What else do you have to say about the episode? Like, we got to start off the
your
season.
favorite island?
What a good question. My favorite island was probably the Eastern 2, honestly, because of that overlapping cacophony of do whatever you want, come right now, free coffee is just really good writing that we didn't write, I have to say.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait to get to the Northern Island. I listen now. Yes, definitely. There's not too bad a spoiler for that, I don't think. Karn's bit as the counselor made me laugh so hard I spit my drink out all over my desk. Oh, sorry, Shimmy.
Sorry, but also thank you.
Yeah, totally. The fact that I forgot about the ladder hangers of every episode until this moment. Yeah, I know it's been. Wait, when did we last release an episode? What was the finale of season 9 or of the
Was that November?
I think it must have been. I'm opening my podcast thing, my
October.
podcast catcher right now to see. Let's see. November 23rd was Introspections Part 2. So it's been a month and a half for you all to forget my ladder hanging ways. I love it. What else? Thanks, Ma. It's my mom, everybody. Mom came to watch, and I'm really happy about it. I do. Next week, we finally get to see you all as your characters. So that's exciting.
Very exciting.
I was
Are
working
we
on...
allowed to talk about what our characters are doing in the next episode?
Oh, that's interesting. We could
Because I
tease.
think that's kind of
Tease a little bit of that. Sure, if you want to. Yeah, why not?
I mean, I think well, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that is a little bit much of a spoiler for those of us who are still listening and going through the show. Maybe?
I mean, they're here for this.
this
It's fine. I think it's fine at this. I mean, be kind of vague-ish, but I think you're okay to tease a little bit so that they're hungry to come back next week.
Let's just give the teaser of like we've split the party.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
split the
Episode
party.
2 is fully a 4-way split party for the whole episode. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't interact with each other the entire time.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good teaser. That's a good teaser. I like that a lot. What else? So we recorded in the studio in LA, we recorded 5 episodes a day for 2 days. So that was, it's funny because watching it over and over and over, I noticed the spots where you can tell we have like nervous energy like we do at the top of a recording day, except we're doing 5 episodes. And I imagine that by the time we get to episode 5, you will also see how fucking exhausted we all are.
The bags start getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
As we go along. Then episode 6 is like, we're very refreshed. Here we are.
Oh, Shimmy Gangot. Okay, so I lied. It's not so much a question, but I wanted to thank you all for letting us be a part of this fantastic story that has brought so many smiles to my face. Thanks a bunch, TLR crew. Thank you. Shimmy Gangot is one of our longest standing patrons, Heralds of Denier, which is our top tier. And we couldn't, well, look, none of these videos would have been possible without our patrons. So thank you. And also, I owe you, Shimmy Gangot, some merch, and I know that, and I will send it. I think I owe you 2 installments now, so you'll get a big one this time. Anyway.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. We gotta make a new item because I'm pretty sure Shimmy Gangot now owns every item in our store.
I have ideas.
Great.
Some of which are good and some of which are bad ideas that I came up by somebody else who lives in this apartment, and I think
Just
maybe I
for
talk
fun,
about
what
it
were those
later.
ideas?
Well,
the
I
bad
don't
ones?
remember if
Okay,
I talk about
one
it
of them I
later
know.
on.
I think you might, because one of them I know
I
for
won't say
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. Hold on a second, because I'm getting a little bit of... Try to do this. Double-click the guest slot source in OBS and scroll down. Okay, control audio. I'm just getting a little weirdness on... Here we go. Ah! Okay, you're back. Talk again, Karin, for me.
Hello.
Oh
I
my
am
goodness, that's
talking.
so much better.
Great.
Hey, Alex, you want to say something for me?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Well, yours is about the same. But yours was better than Karin's was. I learned a new trick about guest star. Question, how different was it filming in person? That's from Mathsha. That's a good question. How was it for you all?
Well, I think that when you're filming on Zoom, you can you don't really know who people are looking at, but when we're in person, we're literally looking at each other and reacting in real time, and that was really, really fun to make eye contact with Karin while Taryn or Lydia was saying something. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely gave you all not that you don't team up on me against me enough, but it gave you all lots of energy for that, I will say.
Yeah. It was also I think this is more obvious in later episodes, but it was also gave us the opportunity to not only get energy from each other, but also strategize in the moment more than we were able to on Zoom. Sometimes during a Zoom recording, we'd be texting each other madly, but during it was really nice to be able to turn to Alex and whisper something, and
yeah,
just it made it a little bit it's oh, we're all actually playing together and we can be creative together in the moment.
We hadn't done that since episode 3, and even then I don't think Taryn was ever there. I think she had already moved to California by then, so it was the 3 of us and Lydia. Well, I think Lydia was there for maybe the first or second. No, am I wrong about that?
Lydia was there for the very first time I ever played D&D.
That's what it was.
When you were testing me out to see whether I liked D&D.
Yes. Yeah. So we played a session, 2 sessions before we started recording this podcast?
1 session.
1 session. There you go. So for those of you who are all nervous about I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I know this game well enough. Karin played 1 session of D&D and then started recording our podcast with us. And I can't wait to start my re-listen of the whole series, because you in particular watch now for a bunch of reasons, right? But listening to you grow as a player and as Kit and not be afraid of your own magic and is awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
We got another question without details because spoilers. If you had to choose from season 10, which was this is a good one. Which was your favorite episode in hindsight to play through so that we can look forward to it? What was your favorite episode?
I guess episode 8?
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Yeah, I can see that. I can certainly see that.
Maybe not, though. Stress is high.
I think mine is probably the and now I can't remember if this happened at the end of one episode or the beginning of the next, but my favorite episode is whatever episode you all finally encounter the beast. I think that's my favorite episode.
That's what I was going to say too.
Yeah. I don't remember. Well, I don't even, now that I've said what it is, I don't want to say what number episodes it might be, but whatever episode that is, I think is my favorite. Listen, 8 is a good choice, right? 8 is certainly the catharsis choice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe traveling over there was also very fun. I think I had a really
Oh
good
yeah.
time
Okay, so that was episode 3. Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. There was some good stuff in that one too. Yeah.
Mhm.
I haven't gotten to that one for editing, so it's not as fresh in my mind. But yeah, that's a good one. If we get Robert or Lydia or Taryn in it for any of these, we'll have to ask that question again because I'm curious what their favorite episodes were out of all of them too. Yeah. If y'all have other questions, toss them in the chat. I don't know what else about this episode. The voices. Shimmy Gang said the same thing that I did a few minutes before me in the video. Oh my God, the voices, they're so good.
I don't know. Yeah. I think
yeah.
try a voice, and I was like, I guess this is happening right now.
Yeah, and it was great. You all were like, it established those, it established those characters really quickly, right? And gave us an idea of who they were in this setting where you had 15 minutes per character, right? Because at the most.
It's true, and we did know that we were probably going to play like different groups of characters, that these weren't going to last very long.
Yeah, but I think the only ones that you knew what they were the UNT, right? Like I gave you the heads up that you all were going to be UNT. Did I not tell you that?
I don't know.
You told us the UNT, and you also told us the Devils.
Oh, that's right. I did tell you
the only
those.
two we knew.
That's right. But yeah, the specific commoner characters, which were all, I think, NPCs from previous episodes in one way or another. Those were surprises. We got a new one from Shimigenga. What's y'all's favorite episode from the series as a whole? I love your Dia de los Muertos holiday episode, and it's been the one I re-listened to the most. So I was curious if y'all had one like that. As much as... As goofy as it was, it's a real toss-up for me between the first This Is Not Frozen episode. So our snow gift holiday episode. The first one with the Mr. Freeze snowmen. Because I nearly died doing it. For those of you who have not listened to the episode, they encountered some animated snowmen who attacked them, and while they attacked, they spouted off Mr. Freeze quotes from the Batman and Robin movie. And that was entirely Robert's idea, and it hurt me to do it, but y'all's reactions were so good that it was kind of okay.
Of course it was Robert's idea.
Of course it was. So it was either that one or the Halloween special that wasn't the Dia de Muertos special. It was, I think, the year before, where Bria was, I believe, Taryn was on maternity leave at that point, I think, and she came back as a little surprise slot in that episode. And I think that episode turned out like legitimately kind of creepy towards the end. So I think those are my two favorites. Do y'all have favorites? Amongst your favorites, maybe it's not your absolute favorite because that's hard.
I think it's hard to narrow it down, but I think Wacky Wednesday is definitely up there. The first time.
I mean, how can you not say Wacky Wednesday?
So we actually,
I mean, that is just it's really a great just result of the wild magic and all of it's just a beautiful episode.
So before we came on screen, before we started the episode and everything, I was rolling through 4 blooper videos that we had on our YouTube page for the Patreon for the patrons from years ago, and I decided to put them on here. But one of them is Wacky Wednesday, is the moment that you all got switched. That you switch bodies. Actually, here, if I can find it, we'll play it again real quick because we've got a few minutes, and it's funny and I like it a lot. So let me see if I can find it. Wacky Wednesday is a good choice. Karin, do you have a different choice, or is it that one?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that, but I think the other episode that lives with me is the Escape from Silthsin final episode where we kill the Mage Ascendant and escape.
Oh shit!
That was also
yeah,
such a satisfying episode or a series. I think it was 2 episodes because everything was going right. Every role basically every role that we made was in our favor, and it.
Yeah.
Very well.
I remember when we recorded that episode, I just there was so much adrenaline running the whole time.
Yeah.
It was really excellent.
That was a good episode, and that's an episode that I haven't listened to since it released. So that's one of the ones that I'm really excited to get to on a full series re-listen. Because I have enough distance now and I've forgotten enough of the details and just have memories of that vibe, right? Yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, I found the thingy, so let's switch over real quick and just watch this blooper of y'all getting body swapped. Yeah, what you casting?
Invisibility.
On whom?
Myself.
And roll that beautiful bean footage. Sorry, this isn't captioned, y'all.
A 26.
Oh, oh no. This is also one of our patron submitted ones.
Thank God.
This was submitted by Sir Mox the Magnificent. Now, I am going to ask something, and I just need you all to answer it and not ask any questions. can you please describe to me how you all are standing when Flick casts his invisibility spell?
I
tried to
pictured in
be
a
so
circle facing
vague.
Each other.
Yeah, me too.
So
In
they
a
wouldn't know what was
circle
up.
facing
That
each
is,
other.
I think, the worst thing you possibly
I was gonna
could
say,
have said,
I think
but
that's how we
cool.
set up. And then when Flick starts to cast, I grab the other two.
Actually,
and
I will
sniff.
say, I will
fuck
say
sniff.
that oh yeah, I will say that we maybe are being smart about this because we know we're gonna have to deal with moon magic, and maybe make like a Z pattern. You know,
Okay.
And
like,
facing
don't-
like away. Like I want to be facing.
yeah, like away, and we keep
wherever we
6
are.
feet distance, and we're wearing masks.
Yes.
I mean, Vizdira is definitely wearing a mask.
Also, where's
Perfect.
Sniv?
Now, Sniv is with you all. Okay, let me rephrase that question then, because it became more complicated than I thought. Who is closest and who is furthest from Flick?
I didn't care who
Because,
was
like, even if
furthest.
you're-
I just
even
wanted to
if
throw him
closest
off.
is still 6 feet away, right? Like
I'm
someone is
I'm
closest to him.
Closest because Kit and Bizdira. Kit was gonna cast on Bizdira, so I'm closest.
Okay.
But what about Sniv? Are we leaving him
Sniv
like
is
in
in
the,
the middle.
plaza, or
Well,
I would leave
are
Sniv in
you
the
casting
plaza.
invisibility?
Sniv is happy
on
to
him
stay
as
in the
well?
plaza. Sniv also says, I mean, if we're worried about anyone standing out, I'll stand out the least. I'll just look like a child of one of them strange lizard folk.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe keep him
Uh,
in the plaza, so if something blows up, he's not gonna.
He's not.
I
all
miss
right, I guess
Sniv.
you don't want a child with you.
Alex.
All right. So Flick, you cast this spell. You can feel there's like that odd sensation that you now know to feel for when you go invisible, because unless you're looking at yourself, it's not immediately obvious, but there is a little bit of like a magical feel to everything. And all of a sudden, Flick, you feel yourself go invisible, and then immediately you feel yourself sort of lurch, and your perspective is different.
I know what this one is.
Your perspective is different. It's almost as if you're standing somewhere else.
Oh
Bria,
crap! So I'm.
You
stuck.
also feel this strange displacement, and then you turn and look, and you see yourself standing 6 feet away from you, looking wildly confused. Flick and Bria, you two have switched bodies for the next 2 hours.
Oh my god! This is what dreams are made of. This is not what I thought was gonna
My
happen.
favorite reaction.
This
Wow,
is
I didn't
the
hear any of that.
stupidest
All I
thing
heard
that
was
ever could have happened, and I'm so
Okay, wait,
excited
I
about
have so many questions. Number one, number one, am I invisible?
Yes.
I'm crying.
Yes, you are invisible.
Okay.
So that was Wacky Wednesday. That's when you and Bria switched bodies for 2 hours during an infiltration exercise.
Oh my god.
It's just really good D&D.
It is. I have to say, it really is. Like, yeah. I love Bria's reaction to the whole thing. Well, and what's funny is, right, like you can see in that video what you couldn't hear in the podcast, right? Which is that Taryn was so excited and squealy about it that she blew out Zoom's microphone. Because she was recording locally, in the podcast, you can hear everything she says, but on that video, she just completely blows out the audio for Zoom. Oh, man. Okay, good choices for favorite episodes. Yeah, definitely. Any other questions before we wrap up for this weekend, or anything else that you two want to talk about? It's hard because we're only in episode 1, right? So we know so much, but there's so much more. We just haven't gotten to it yet.
So much more. Keep coming back.
Yeah, well, that for sure, right? We'll be here every Wednesday. I'll be here every Wednesday night. We'll go live at 7 like we did, start the episode at 7:30. None of the episodes are more than an hour, except for I think episode 6 or 7 is like an hour 4 or something like that. But yeah, we'll be here. These folks will be here when they can. They'll switch out. We've got 3 other folks. Robert was here at the beginning of the stream, but had to bounce because he runs D&D on Wednesday nights. Question, will we get more moon magic shenanigans in this season? Oh, you might say. Oh, you might say so. You might, yeah. Listen, you all think it's bad when there's a full moon. So if you're not fully caught up in the show, because I know we have some of these folks here, during the full moon in The Last Refuge, in this world for the show, during the 3 days of the full moon, magic gets weird. And so anytime anybody casts a spell of first level or higher, they have to roll on a modified version of the Sorcerer's Wild Magic table. But one of the things that patrons got over the years was the ability to submit an edit for one of the entries, right? To submit a new entry for something that might happen. And so things get weird, and they do get weird in this season again. But what I was going to say was, if you all think the moon magic is bad, just wait until there's a full moon at the same time as an eclipse on the summer solstice. Sorry, of course there's a full moon at the same time as the eclipse. That's how that works. But same time as the summer solstice was the point. Does your submission ever come up? I actually think it does, but is yours the one about trees or the one about magnetic? That's all I want to say. Or is it something different and I'm wrong? I will go look for it while you are answering. Podcast magnets. Okay. Yes, right? That does come out. That does happen, right? Or did I have to tell you about that all after the fact?
I don't remember now. I know we talked about it, but I can't remember at which point.
I don't know if magnets rings a bell, but I'm sure it'll come up.
I don't remember. Because I think in one of the later episodes, one of the talk episodes that we have, I told them all the ones that didn't come up and what they were. And now I don't remember if yours happened in an episode or if it happened in that moment. I don't remember.
I think I'm actually thinking of a moment that it could be, but I don't know if I'm confusing it with another mechanic in the game. I think that's where I'm confused. But
only time will tell. And also, sorry, we don't remember Shimmy Gang Up. We shot it 2 months ago. I love it. So yeah, that's what's coming up next week. The party, we get the 4 PCs, but they are scattered to the winds. They are all split up, 4-way party split. Also, I should say, ND Kiwi and Sassy Bizkit. Sassy Bizkit. I like that. Thanks so much for the follows, y'all. Welcome in. Yeah, so next week the party is split. 4-way split of the party. Another kind of intense episode. They're all kind of intense episodes. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else, you two?
I don't think so. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Yeah,
I'm such a delight.
Yes, I'm so excited that so many of you all came out, that so many of y'all were in chat. Lurkers, we appreciate you too. Lurkers make the Twitch go round, so I appreciate all of you. But I was like, there'll be like 12 people there, because who's gonna want to come listen to a pod the first episode of the finale season of a podcast they've never heard? But like, you all did, and I like that a lot. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm just really excited for everyone to see this really cool season.
Yeah, me too. I do too. You know what? As I edit these, I'm like, we did a cool thing. We made a cool thing for 5.5 years. Listen, Brian, your cake's in the other room. We made a cool thing for 5.5 years, and I'm really proud of it. So,
as you should be, and as I think we all are.
Yeah. As you all should be too, honestly. All right. Well, thank you all so much for. I know. Listen, we got 8, 7, 9. We got 9 more episodes to cry about, so save it. Also, we are definitely going to have a drinking game in the future about who's crying at whom.
Yeah, let's publish those.
We already have a drinking game, so it has to be folded in.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's true. And that other drinking game comes in next episode. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you all so much for coming. So channel business, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm going to be streaming for a slightly extended time tomorrow. I do not know when I'm going to go live. It will be 2 p.m. Eastern at the latest, but I might go live early and sort of mess around, just chatting, and I don't know what we're going to play. And then at 2 o'clock, if I'm not already live, I will go live, and we will start playing Tunic again. I don't want to start Tunic before y'all regulars can show up at our regular time. I may go a little longer. I don't know. It's a birthday thing. I actually have birthday plans with both of these wonderful humans this weekend. So I'm taking my birthday, since it's in the middle of the week, to hang out with y'all. So yeah, if you don't mind, just like, I don't know, maybe put your notifications on for this channel just for tomorrow, since I don't know when I'm going to be live. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Love you too, Mom. Thanks for coming. And And then that's it. And then next Tuesday, if we don't finish Tunic tomorrow, we will play more Tunic on Tuesday. And Wednesday will be episode 2. We'll go live at 7 here, hang out for about 30 minutes with whoever can be here. Start the episode at 7:30. I think next week's episode is about 51 minutes. So we'll be done with that at like 8:21. We'll chat like we are today and be out of here no later than 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's the schedule. Thank you, too, for being here. And I know Robert's not here, but he may be listening. If he is, thank you, Robert, for coming and hanging out at the top of the stream. We should, oh, you know what? We're going to go raid, because I never get to raid Mandy. We're going to go raid Lady Luck 34, the wonderful Mandy, clip maven of the universe. She's playing Vampire Survivors, and I would love for us all to go ahead and hang out over there. Behave, DM Jazz Raid, if you're a sub, DM Jazz Raid is the emote code. Otherwise, whatever hype and raid emotes you've got in your arsenal for our Jazzy Raid. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow for my birthday stream when I see you. I don't know when that'll be. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, get vaxxed and boosted, wear your masks, y'all, please. And as always, happy gaming, y'all. Bye.